In navigating relationships with narcissistic individuals, it is crucial to accept an unchanging reality. Narcissists do not fundamentally change. Their personality traits, such as inflexibility, defensiveness, and entitlement, are deeply ingrained and stable. Though they may occasionally display charm or charisma to meet their immediate needs or manipulate others, these behaviors are superficial and temporary. The core pattern of narcissistic behavior remains constant. Recognizing this truth is essential for anyone involved with a narcissist. It frees you from unrealistic expectations and helps you approach the relationship with a clear understanding of its limitations. The path to navigating such relationships involves acknowledging that the narcissistic individual's behavior will not evolve, no matter how much you may wish it to. Embracing this reality can foster resilience and guide you toward healthier strategies for self-preservation and emotional management. In dealing with narcissistic individuals, many are advised to adopt workarounds, strategies aimed at minimizing conflict and managing the relationship. These often involve praising the narcissist for small acts of kindness while disengaging during their moments of negativity. However, this approach, while sometimes necessary, is fundamentally about accommodating the narcissist's needs rather than addressing the underlying issues. Over time, this can lead to a one-sided dynamic where you are constantly adjusting your behavior to avoid conflict and cater to the narcissist's whims. This approach may seem practical, but it's important to recognize its limitations. It places the burden of adjustment solely on you, while the narcissist remains unaccountable for their actions. This dynamic can be draining and unsustainable, as it requires continuous self-censorship and emotional labor on your part. Understanding that these strategies are merely temporary solutions can help you seek more balanced and sustainable ways to manage your emotional well-being. Constantly accommodating a narcissist's behavior can exact a severe psychological toll. The repeated effort to please them or avoid triggering their negative responses can lead to significant emotional exhaustion. You may find yourself walking on eggshells, altering your behavior, and suppressing your authentic self to maintain a fragile equilibrium. This constant adaptation not only diminishes your sense of self, but also perpetuates an unhealthy dynamic where the narcissist's needs always take precedence over your own. The long-term impact of this constant accommodation is detrimental to your mental health and well-being. It is vital to recognize that this ongoing strain can lead to a loss of self-worth and emotional burnout. Accepting the reality of this toll can be a powerful motivator to seek change and establish boundaries that prioritize your own needs and well-being. Many attempts to manage narcissistic relationships involve the hope of inducing behavioral change through positive reinforcement. This often includes praising the narcissist for any small positive behavior while disengaging when they are negative. However, this approach is based on an illusion of change that is unlikely to be realized. Narcissists generally do not hold on to or appreciate long-term positive reinforcement. Their responses are predominantly driven by their current emotional state. This means that even the most well-intentioned praise may quickly be forgotten when their needs are not met. Unlike training a dog, which can respond consistently to rewards, narcissists do not exhibit lasting behavioral change through similar methods. Recognizing this fundamental difference can help you set more realistic expectations and avoid the futile effort of trying to reshape the narcissist's behavior. Radical acceptance involves acknowledging and accepting the limitations of a narcissistic relationship without attempting to change the other person. This mindset encourages you to recognize the fixed nature of the narcissist's behavior and adjust your expectations accordingly. It involves accepting that certain aspects of the relationship are beyond your control and focusing on what you can change, primarily your own responses and boundaries. By embracing radical acceptance, you can shift from a mindset of trying to make the relationship work to one of maintaining your own emotional health. This approach involves setting clear boundaries, preserving your authentic self, and finding alternative sources of support and validation outside the relationship. It's about understanding that your well-being should not be sacrificed for the sake of accommodating another's unchanging behavior. If you find yourself in a relationship with a narcissistic individual, it's essential to seek fulfillment and support from other sources. This might involve building relationships with people who respect and value you, pursuing activities that bring you joy, and ensuring that your emotional needs are met in environments free from narcissistic influence. It's important to recognize that you do not have to expend all your energy maintaining a relationship that continually undermines your self-worth. Instead, focus on nurturing parts of your life where you can be your authentic self and receive the respect and validation you deserve. This shift can provide a counterbalance to the negative impact of the narcissistic relationship and support your overall well-being. Ultimately, it's crucial to assess the personal cost of remaining in a relationship with a narcissist. Reflect on how much you are sacrificing emotionally, psychologically, and personally to maintain this relationship. Consider whether the benefits of staying outweigh the ongoing strain, and if there are ways to mitigate the impact on your well-being. This evaluation involves a candid assessment of how the relationship affects your life and whether it is possible to find a more balanced and fulfilling way to meet your needs. If you choose to stay, ensure that you are not losing yourself in the process and that you have adequate support and self-care practices in place. Recognize that while some relationships are challenging, accepting the unchangeable nature of the narcissist's behavior and prioritizing your own needs is key to navigating these difficult dynamics. Thank you for engaging with these insights. If you find value in this discussion, I encourage you to subscribe, share your thoughts, and join the conversation. Your engagement contributes to a supportive community where we can explore these complex issues together and find strength in our shared experiences. Stay blessed and irresistible.